as you saw from the title, we're ranking Forsaken kills. But this isn't some ordinary video. No. For all my fans, this is my 100th video. That's what I was gonna originally do tier list, but whereas this is gonna be on my 100th video, which is insane, guys. 172 subscribers and 100 videos. Thank you guys so much. My most popular video is like 1,700 views. So oh my god, that's insane. I don't know how much more to thank you. 100 videos, 172 subscribers. When I hit 180 subscribers, I will be doing Forsaken challenges requests. You can do for your challenge, Forsaken challenges, in the comments, which is why this video is so long, because it was my 100th video. So this is kind of a celebration, but thank you guys so much. I don't know how to thank you all, but enough yapping. Let's get on to the video. In last place, I'm not saying this kill is bad, but Sixel. Sixel is the only kill that's C2. And if I was ranking tier, this is the only kill C2. He's probably the worst killer. I remember me and my friends used to think he was broken. And not just me and my friends. Everybody thought he was broken hard. And now the solution to beating this guy is just a table. Yeah. Also, I forgot to say, I have a W skin. I like to call it the Ice Monsters. I don't even know the name of the skin. But I look like an ice monster, so it's W. But Slash, probably the worst Slash in the game. The only thing it has going for it is its insanely large hitbox. I'm pretty sure it's a bigger hitbox than Molly and Slash, because like it has like dive death level hitbox. Sometimes dive death hitbox can be really good, but if you know dive death hitbox, you know. And the Demonic Pursuit is so broken for mobile, as you saw there. Infinite Quest probably the worst killer ability, like even worse than like anything, like Billion Bots. Even then, Cool Kids Billion Bots are still really good. Like it's so bad. Blindness 2 for like 5 seconds. That's not doing anything. Any survival with at least 1 IQ can actually see through the blindness. It makes you off track for like maybe 2 studs at most. And also Sixel is so slow, so that helps. That's like putting a nail in the coffin. He's so slow. Blood Rush is his ESP ability, and Blood Hunt stops the timer for like a couple seconds. For like 15-20 seconds. And one more thing I like to say. No, Blood Hunt. My bad. Blood Hunt stops the timer for 25 seconds. Yeah. And one more thing I have trouble with. You have to be first person in Kilo is something else. If you want to see people miss those stun like Shaleski, like right now when the block baited the guest, I couldn't even tell if he blocked or not. I had to get a last minute like peek. Even then he got so punished. If he got in front of Quiet like Blood Hunt, the player takes 10 damage, and Sixel will receive speed 1 for like 3 seconds and strength 1 for 10 seconds. Seems good, right? Well, have fun trying to catch up. Even if you do catch up, that's not doing a lot of stuff. And if you kill a survivor during Blood Hunt, it adds like 15-20 seconds, I believe, to the timer. He's super loopable, like everything. Guests can easily react to it. And Wolf Pop Demonic Pursuit does the same amount of damage as one extra slash and John Doe slash. That's how weak it is. As you can tell, after I said all of this around, so yeah, it's pretty obvious I'm gonna lose with him. Before you say yes, remember guys, he's really loopable, so if you see a Sixel, you should probably just loop him. And like, even if he does jump some loops, he can't even lose his jump. And Sixo has good aim, he could actually be really, he's very hard to loop, but on other times, he's extremely easy to loop because some maps have like close quarters, or like, that's not how you say it, okay. Some maps have walls, like looping spots where even it reaches the ceiling, that's how tall it is. Sure, it's hard to tell, not really, if Sixo's going one way or another, but even then, still. And, yeah, that's really all I have to say about him. He's just probably the worst killer by far. Not to say that he's bad, I just say he's the worst. There's a difference. This was last place before the Halloween update, but it's Slasher. Slasher has his own set of problems. Other than looping, he has the same problem, but actually, no, I take that back. He has the same problem as Sixo, looping. That's the elephant in the room. I already explained why, but and also Raging Pace, I feel it's getting more and more better. Every update, Raging Pace is getting more and more better for looping. He has great stamina management. But let's get to Raging Pace later. Behead does not help because it gives you a big big lunge that helps you some distance. But the only problem is you get slowness 1 for 2 seconds, so that's not gonna help. And that's all I have to cover about looping. Now his ability. Slash has the second longest, I believe, cooldown in the game. But he has the best Slash. He has the best Slash in the game, no doubt in my mind. He can do 28 damage because 8 damage from bleeding, 20 damage from the Slash. He has the biggest, he has the second biggest hitbox in the game. Although it feels like he's like tied for the biggest hitbox. Behead makes him helpless. I love losing Behead against Sentinels or like Elliot looking, or like what is it, a support. Except for, I would say who's Behead when it's a Sentinel, except Chance, because if your reaction time is quick enough, I would say my reaction time is quick enough. You can parry it, giving you a bigger reward than just making them not do it. So, Guest, do it because of the block, Shileski because of the sword, 2 times because of the dagger, and Eddie and Dusukar, because if Eddie is looking for the pizza, you could behead him and continue chasing after the person. I know Slasher is really hard for switching off targets, but most of the time, I don't know why, but Eddie just stick like glue sticks. They just stick like there's a rope tied to him that's really small. Just stick to the person who's gonna heal, so you can behead them, and if you're lucky, you can behead both people. And Dusukar, same thing. Just if they're looking like they're gonna zap, not because of the zap, because of the spawn protection. If you know spawn protection is up, behead them. If they're looking like they're gonna spawn protect. Gashing Wound. The more I do Slasher, the more I realize how easy Gashing Wound is. If they're juking for 30 seconds, except for it's a guess, Gashing Wound, because most likely they're gonna juke again, because most people either juke for 5 seconds or juke for like a minute. There's no in between. Just Gashing Wound. And if you're up close to the survivor, just Gashing Wound. I don't know why I didn't do it this clip, but if you're up close to the survivor, you can just Gashing Wound because its hitbox is the size of the sun. Raging Pace. And then Wager Seal, which means Slash does 25 damage or 33 damage, including the bleeding. Behead does, I believe, 30 damage, I believe. Gashing Wound does 70 damage. And it makes you have 19.5 wind speed. And as you can tell, it's LMS. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Slasher. Because everybody, when I meant I'm gonna go a full in-depth review about every killer, that I meant a full in-depth review about every killer. at 4th place, just outside of the top 3 of Johnny Toe. Johnny Toe is probably the least Super Bowl killer, but he has his own set of problems. His slash is okay. His long windup, you cannot tell me how many times a good guest player reacts to my M1s, and even I react to John Doe's M1. But to be honest, it feels like John Doe could easily has the same hitbox as Noli. Remember, that's the biggest hitbox. John Doe's M1 hitbox is insanely big. It feels like it. 28 damage, the most amount of. This is the slash that can kill the earliest. Even though slashes in 1x do 28 damage, they can only kill if you're at 20 HP. And corrupt energy. If you land a spike, it does 12 damage. It gives you speed 1 for 8 seconds. The max amount of damage you can do is 48 damage. Don't lose this mostly to trap. Like, of the survival channel 1, you can cut them off of this. Only lose it to snipe very rarely, which I failed to do so because I started trying to snipe of corrupt energy a lot in this John Doe footage, but don't do it a lot. Digital footprint. If you step on a digital footprint, it gives you speed. If someone steps on your digital footprint, you get speed 1 for 20 seconds. No, speed 1 for 10 seconds. But you can highlight when you highlight the survival. But if you're a survivor and you step on it, you get speed or slowness 2 for 10 seconds, and John Doe's highlighted, and it does 20 damage. With an 8-second clearing, we can only place 3 at a time. 4 for arrow. As you saw, I parried his stun, which is one thing you can do. Same for corrupt energy. It's just a highlighting ability that can parry stuns, which gives speed 1 for 8 seconds, I believe. Speed 1 for 8 seconds, around that. If you parry stuns, and you only stun for 2 seconds. But now I have a guest who name's John Doe. We have Matt Super Bowls.
Hello.
How do you feel about John Doe?
Okay, John Doe, if you master his abilities, yeah, you're getting cooked. But like, if you properly use them, he can be very good. His slash is probably a very bad slash against good players. Cause like that song will wind up against good players, they can just easily juke them. Like I spent like 3 minutes trying to hit this person once. But though like non-experienced player, 28 damage is also quite a count of the slate skin from noob. Cause like the high damage, it doesn't have to do any effects. Makes it like you only have to hit them 3 times and then boom, normal slate skin. And they won't get the speed too. And also like corrupt energy for sniping isn't the best option. And also the digital footprint windup, they can just stun you while you're doing it. And trapping with digital footprint, like you just placed it down. If you placed it down before, then it's okay. But if you place it down right now when you trap, they can just easily get away during the windup. And also the parrying stuns is OP.
Okay. So that's how you feel. But what about like you think he can be very good, or like?
If you master his abilities, he can be pretty bad. But if you properly use him, he can be the second or best killer in the game. That's what I feel.
So there's better options, but he's a good pick?
Yes, he's a pretty good pick.
Okay. Number 3 spot is Noli. Before I continue, please subscribe to Matt Super Bowls. As you saw in the, he's a pretty good YouTuber. As you saw in the corner of my screen, you can see his channel name and his profile. But let's talk about Noli. His stab, I know it's supposed to have the biggest hitbox. It says it, but it just feels like it's way too big. Void Rush should never win. I don't even need to explain why Void Rush should win. It can turn, like, it's just good for everything. Nova is corrupt nature of a war. It's easier to hit, but it's not that good in my opinion. The Nova plus stab combo is good. It's really good, the Nova plus stab combo. And Nova can make people hit true zero unexpectedly. Like Zobin can teleport to Noli, which is such an OP for Noli to just be able to do casually, and it's his ESP ability. And he has hallucinations, so which means there could be a fake Noli, so you have to take advantage of these hallucinations. And sometimes it tricked sometimes the hallucinations trick me. Like I switch off, one time I switched off a 2-time because those are quote unquote one shot 007 and 7. But I didn't know that was the hallucination getting him low. And I thought he was one shot, so I kept on spamming in 1 until he was really one. And I got a few, like 2 once. And then I realized that it was fake. And he gave him a pixel just. Yeah, sometimes Noli's hallucinations can confuse you. That's just the moral of the story. And if you absorb it and then you lose Voidrush automatically, you can get a fully Grand Slam and doing 40 damage. The problem about Noli, he has a looping problem. He's complex. He's easy to juke. All of his abilities are easy to juke. That's one of his biggest problems. Looping is not a problem. He could be so really loopable, but he could not be that loopable, if that makes sense. And all of his abilities are so easy to juke, in my opinion. And no, this is not the clip where I thought 007 was like low. This is not the clip where I thought 007 and 7 was low. It was a different clip. But another problem he has no loop. Same for John Doe, but his slash can probably do the trick. Noli has no way to punish survivors and missing a stun, other than Voidrush. But even then, even guessed 1337's block has. Like, it takes so long for Voidrush to punish people with Voidrush that even guess can escape out of it, even though he has the biggest. He has the biggest end lag. But yeah, that's why Noli's number 3. He's good. He's my go-to killer if I'm not playing my main. But that has a lot of problems. Number 2, my main killer. We have Cool Kid. Cool Kid is just half of the Forsaken killers are loopable, and the other half are not loopable. And Cool Kid is one of the half where he's not loopable. Well, not very loopable. He's like, a lot of people say he's better than Noli. He's a worse fighter than Noli, but I don't think so. Cool Kid is my main. I'm just explaining why Cool Kid is really good. His punch. His punch is 26 damage at the shortest hitbox with the shortest windup. It's kind of hard to land because of the hitbox, but it's very hard to juke. But it has the longest lingo, so it's competitive Geth players can easily block Cool Kid because of its long lingo. Cool nature is a 15-second cooldown. It gets you speed 1 for 4 seconds. Speed 1 for 4 seconds. If you land, it's 15 damage. The 15 damage is the cherry on top. Most of the time when I hit Cool nature, I either get them one shot, maybe 2 shots, or they're just dead. Cool nature's OP. Walk speed over 1. The thing I think is kind of funny is a lot of people making Cool Kid guys don't lose walk speed over 1, don't lose walk speed over 1, and so I'm allowed to say to that. I have no idea. What are you thinking? That's like 1 extra foul. That's like 1 extra foul entanglement. That's like Noli without Voidrush. That's like John Doe without corrupted or that's like 6 without Bloodhunt or Demonic Pursuit. That's like Slasher without Behead or Witchy Face. You need Walk Speed of Void to win games. Walk Speed of Void does 48 damage. 47 damage, 32 base damage, and 15 burning down, making a total of 47 damage. This is Cool Kid's big ticket heavy hitting move. And by the way, a Cool Kid guide will be coming out soon on my channel. Walk Speed of Void is, the more I play Cool Kid, the more I realize how easy Walk Speed of Void is to hit. because of the run, like most people like to jukebox it over, and to that I say just go. Most people in mass infection, they throw mass infection where they think the survivor's gonna juke to. So just do the same with Box It Over. It's like mass infection, but you're the projectile. Yeah, as you saw there. And most of the time, if you're close enough, because of the fast wind, the people don't even expect it. And pigs with minions, people underestimate pigs and minions. Doing 40 damage on 20 damage on one. 20 damage on one, it highlights them for 15 seconds. Gives them just 15 damage and 5 damage on boning. I can do that tech, but I'll talk about that in the Cool Kid guide. Cool Kid is like all around them. You can play as a trapper, you can play smart, you can play aggressive and a Russian. That's like how I like to play. But that's Cool Kid's just a simple all around though. He's beginner friendly, but he's really hard. But the thing is, he has a really high skill ceiling, being really hard to get really good at. But he's also beginner friendly, which I really like about Cool Kid. But I'll do a more in-depth about when I do my Cool Kid guide. But for now, I'm just gonna say that, because if I say everything here, it's probably just I'm gonna like half the stuff in my Cool Kid guide is literally just gonna be me repeating what I said. So I'm not gonna say a lot about Cool Kid right now. First place, winner chicken dinner, we have 1x. 1x is the best killer, and it's not. You could switch Cool Kid and 1x. Like I was gonna put Cool Kid at number 1, but looking back on 1x, looking at the wiki, playing him again, I decided to put 1x at number 1. And trust me, this guy's OP. 1x plus get carried by how he walks, but I do understand 1x plus needs some more good aim, but. If you have good aim, and I know someone that will be coming in this video, that will be taking over soon, with really good aim. First, his slash is 28 damage, but the hitbox feels so tiny. Entanglement. No, first mass infection. A 13-second cooldown. And a big fat projectile doing 35 damage, and up closer to 70 damage. Pelder's of entanglement, you have a recipe to kill any Elliot in 2 times player there is. Who says you need to hit the person you're aiming at? You can literally just hit a mass infection from across the map without even knowing. And Unstable Eye gives you speed 1 for hello. 23-second cooldown for Unstable Eye. And this thing gives you speed 1 for 8 seconds. And sure, it gives you brightness 2 for 8 seconds, but you can still see. As my little rant about Inferno Cry being useless, you can still see. Yeah, and rejuvenate the 1x does not need rejuvenate the water. 1x is not needed at all. But that's my little rant about 1x, how he's like how he's the best killer and he's broken. I'm gonna let Doggos take over.
You're right, Joel. He is a pretty good killer. But I mean he's pretty good at doing his thing. But the only bad thing is that you like there isn't really like close range things he could do.
That's true. Oh yeah, one more thing I'd like to say. Why is his ability so more rewarding up close when he's supposed to be a long range killer?
I mean, it's pretty rewarding up close, but if you're a guest, like you could just get behind him, block and punch him.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's a little even, you know. I mean, only if you're good at guests like you. But you know.
And if you have good aim like you can like hit every mass infection and entanglement. I've never seen you. I've seen you miss like 3 mass infections at most.
Thanks, man. Anyway, I mean, I do own the Diva skin on it. I mean, it was a pretty good investment because I use him all the time. I like him. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, the only problem is he has like he's the slowest killer. That's one problem. But out of all the killers, he's by far the best killer for LMS, which I think is like he's broken at LMS.
Like he may be slow, but for like LMS, he's so OP because of the fluff ability.
Yeah,
the rockman.
And Sibua, like okay, he may be slow, but he has a billion ways to pop speed.
Yeah, like eye ability, you know, unstable eye. He just rushes, you know, he's pretty cool.
He has super short cooldowns.
I mean, he has really good damage, especially Mass Infection. Like, it's just evil at this point. I don't know if the developers were okay when they were making him.
No, but for real, but why does Mass Infection have a 13-second cooldown?
I don't know, that was like 20.
Well, same.
At least 20.
Because Mass Infection is kind of OP if you're good at aiming.
What do you mean kinda, bro? He's good. But there is some counters to him.
Yeah, like a good guest player, you know, because of the windup. And even Trudleski, because you can stun Mass Infection, and after entanglement you can stun.
Apple V.
If you wanna go, like, and also, can we just talk about how bad 1x is kind of map dependent, like John Doe? Can we just talk about how bad 1x is in Underground War?
Yo, he's actually wins.
No, but he goes from the best. He was like the worst killer. Like, he goes down to the worst killer, just a bit better than Sixel if he's in Underground War.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty cool and all, but you know.
Yeah, he has some problems. With that, thank you guys so much for watching. This was an amazing journey, 100 videos. Subscribe to Matt Super Boss and Doggos. But anyways, guys, bye-bye.